there, and welcome back to Building with the Boys. We've now got parts 83 to 86 of Ironman and premium stand number 11. I'll be honest with you, I'm still fighting the effects of COVID, so I don't feel great. But the show's got to go on, so we're going to go back to business as usual. There is, as is the tradition with Ironman, not loads to do in this one. Shocker. But what are we doing? Okay, so what we're doing is we've got what essentially wings, which are going to be mounted to the back of Ironman. Now that might seem weird, but he did have wings. If you watch the original Ironman movie, they kind of forgot about these wings in the subsequent films. But in the very first one, which is what we make the Mark 3, he does have these wings that work almost like air brakes, that come out quite a lot. But then they sort of forgot about them. But that's what we're doing. So the first two are repetitions. So we build one, then we build basically the opposite. And they're very nice. They're very detailed, and they are going to give an extra element to this model. And then once we built those two, we then build extensions to those, and we attach them to the back plate. And then finally, to finish out the month, we are going to be attaching the chest to the back, and we're making the upper body will be complete. Now, that's not the easiest thing in the world to do, because the rod that goes through the back that's going to turn the arc reactor on and off needs to thread perfectly through, and you've got to do that blind. So we're going to use string. We're going to tie string around the end of it, and we're going to feed that through, and then hopefully with tweezers we can get that as it is. I have done a dummy run on this, so I know it works. So that'll be okay, and I'll show you how to do it, because it doesn't show you how to do that in the instructions. But this just seems to be the most common sense way to do this. And then finally we have Premium Stand 11. Now, if you've never seen the Premium Stand booklet, it's one piece of paper. Which is a repeat of what we did the last time. So we've got two more of the panels to go on, two more of the end caps, and a couple more LED strips to go in. And that's it. And it's looking quite nice. And I can show you where we're up to already on the premium stand, which is big and heavy. But this is where we are on it. And it's looking good, you know. It's looking real good. So we've got I can never find the button. There we go. So we're getting there. It's building up nicely. So yeah, this should look good. By the time we've got to the end of this one, we should be looking pretty good on that one, and that'll be the bulk of that will be pretty much built. We've got to seal in the rest of it, put some more edges around it, and then all there is left to do is it's like a rotation piece on the bottom, so you can rotate it, and the actual pole itself, and then that will be done. But this is we're coming really close to the end of Ironman now, because after this one we've got we've only got 3 more full packs. That's it, and we're done. But this is one of the last 2 bit packs. Okay, then we are going to start putting them together. So let's bear with it. Let's get through it. Let's get this done. Okay, so here's everything that comes in pack 83. And the first part we're going to be working on is this mesh here. Now, this is going to require some bending. Okay. So having it this way around, what I want to do is bend these 2 parts here up. Now, yeah, okay. So it's perforated. You're not going to... Can I see that? Yeah. So it's perforated, so it should... Oh, I had too much resistance. And there we go. That's one bent up. And the other one up. That's about as far as I want to go with it for now. So that's that prepped. Next part we're going to use is this part here. So we take this one out. No, we don't. No, it's not that one. It's this one. Stand by it. I see. There's some confusing pictures there. So you can take both pieces. So this piece is going to slot over this piece here. So we're going to line that up against the holes as well. There we go. So that's how that's going to look. Now we're going to flip this one over. And then this piece is going to go that way. I'm going to pop that over there. So that's how that one's going to go. Like so. So I'm hoping that once, okay, yeah, this should all hold together without having to bend this thing too much, because again, the more you bend it, the more likely it is it's going to snap. So once those are in, taking this piece, okay, yeah, this is going to be interesting. So that's going to slot over there. Now I don't want to force this. So this is going to be fiddly. This is going to take a lot of persuasion. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, so that's how we need to be. Now we're going to drive 2 screws into here. I'm hoping that this screw will move this into place. No. No, that ain't working. Fun and games, Ironman, fun and games. Right. No, let's line this up. Okay, we managed to get the first one in. It just takes a little bit of lining up. Let's try and get the second one in. Again, I need to wobble this and get this lined up. Hopefully, the screw will assist. So we're just going to go in slow and let this find its channel. There we go. There we go. So that's it. So we now have this very bizarre wing section. So that's how that works. That's it. That's it. That's 83 complete. Now we are going to move on to 84, which is pretty much a mirror of what we've just done. And here we are with 84. Exactly the same again. So, as with last time, this piece out. I'm going to bend these 2 pieces up, line this up, and get this put together. So there we are. We've got our pieces bent there, ready. Let's pop all these elements out. I remember how we did this from the last time, but we're just doing it in the reverse. So that's going to slot over there like so. That's that one in. Flip this one over. Install what is essentially our air brake. It's going to go in there. I'm going to slot this piece over here. I'm going to screw that in, so let's get that done. There's those 2 complete. So that's 83 and 84 done. Now, 85. Again, not loads. But we're going to complete these wings here. So all those elements out. Right. So working with this one first. What we're going to do is, again, these 2 parts are going to fold in, and then ultimately that is going to sit over there, and we're going to attach this to one of the wings that we just made. So let's get these bent and ready. Okay, so you can see what I mean. We've put these screwed together. Now make sure you check your these, because they will have a perforation on one side and not the other. I'm trying to get this to focus. See the perforation there? So that will help you bend. Don't try and bend against that. Bend with it. So find the one that matches to. So all that's going to do is that's going to sit over there for now. We're not going to screw this in place yet. So just that's ready, prepped and ready. The next thing we're going to do is going to bring over the wing that we built in 83. And we're going to apply a screw just into here, a TP screw. We're not going to tighten it completely though, right? So let's get a TP screw, let's get that done. It's all a bit weird this, but we'll follow the instructions and hopefully this will all turn out okay. Keep the faith, so to speak. Right, so we're just going to put this in just to start it off. Just to start it off, it just fires through there. So that's not, just place that one in. That's funny. Right, okay, so now that's in place, what we're going to do is this one is going to slot in here, and we're going to have to line all this up. That's not going to be easy. Okay, I see how this is going to go. Let me get this lined up and get this screwed in. Okay, so that's both of these done now. It's easy enough. You just got to find your sweet spot, and then you're kind of in. So that's what we've got going on with these now. I don't know if these are going to work. This stuff just all over the joint. So this is, I can see how it'll fold down like that, and I can see where they're going to go on the back like that. I think we're about to fit them. We are. So I'm going to need to bring the back over. Bringing it back over, we're going to take our first one here, and that's going to fit in there like so. You can see how it fits on the back. And we are going to flip that over, and we're going to screw that in place. So that's going to start with this one. Don't know why, but let's just do what they say. Yeah, so we're going to flip that over, screw that in place. Okay, so it's a single IP screw is going to hold this in, and that IP screw is going to, so you can zoom on that. Single IP screw is just going to go in here. Now again, we're going into plastic, so no need 3-in-1 this. There we go. So that's that one held in. Now we're going to do the same again on this side. Pop that one in there, flip it over, and hold in with one IP screw. Let's get an IP loaded up. There we go. So that's that one in. So those are our shoulder pieces, our wings in place. I'm not happy with how they're holding at the moment, but I'm going to play with all that. But that's what we're looking like. So now we have, zoom out, see this. We have these wings. Just how we're looking. So we can fold all this out. It's all very weird, which I'm sure most of us are never going to use. But you do have these, you know, you can. That's the whole point. And detail is is very much the modeler's delight, isn't it? So that's what we've got. So there we are. Yeah, happy with that. Right, now we're going to do the hard part of attaching the chest to this bit. This is going to be interesting. Okay, this ain't going to be easy, but let's get this done. So this is everything we get in 86. But most of this is not being fitted just yet. All it really wants us to do is to close up this chest. So we won't be needing those just yet. What we will need is a stomach and chest panel. Now, as you can see, I have tied some cotton around this string here, and I'm hoping this is going to make life easier. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. We're going to find out. So I'm going to thread this through the hole in the back. He says, let's see if I can do this. So there you can see I've threaded that through there, because getting that through there is not going to be easy. Yeah, I've just pulled the string off. Bloody hell. Let's try again. So we've got it. And then we did this by threading the string through. So as we close this, we pulled just so we can get this through. Now what we've got to do is we've got to lock all this into place. Now there's not loads of screws to do this, which is actually quite surprising. But we're looking all right. We're looking okay. So it's all locked in with these IM screws. So the first two are going to go in these shoulder parts up here. Let me angle that so you can see where we're going. Let's get some of these in. Now these are IM, so I'm going to use the 3-in-1 oil method, because I just want transition to be as easy as possible. And once this is in, I'm yanking that string off. But I want this locked in place first, because I don't want this going walkabouts before that happens. So let's get a couple of these IMs in, and let's get this thing secured. So the first one's just going to go in here. That's one. Feels relevant, this part. It feels like, definitely feels like we're coming to the end now. Because ultimately everything we've built is going to bolt to this. So it's those two in. And then we're having two more in the back, so we're going to lift those up. I'm going to put one more in there, one more in there, and then that is going to be it, done, amazingly. And then I'm going to get that string off, which might be easier said than done, but if I have to, I'll burn it off, because I mean, I don't want to do that, but I might need to. That's one. And finally, all the way through and in. Nice and tight. It's two. Right, I think we're pretty much done for that section. So now we're going to use the parts that came with this, and it's the two gold trims, the only bits that we're actually installing, and some shoulder decals. So let's get the two gold pieces out. Okay. Of course, that's the wrong way around. It's one, like that, and two. Yep. So two in. Let's get this out. There we go. Right, let's fold these down. And then we have some shoulder decals. I'm actually going to pop on that. And then the other bits we don't use yet. We'll be using those next month. So those are our shoulder decals there. And there. And I think these are just push to fit. I don't think these screw in. They are just push to fit. So is that right? Is that where that one goes? That looks right. Yeah, well, I mean, they've got pins that can only go in one way. Oh, I see. There we go. Wow, I like that. That looks good. Move up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Right. And then that one's in, and then there we go. There we go. Well, hello, beautiful. So there we are. Yeah, happy with that. So we're looking good. We're looking good. Happy, 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 happy. Well, that's it for the main build. Now we're going to move on to premium stand number 11. Sorry, it was completely rude of me. I should have showed you it working. So there we go. So yeah, there we go. So we're exactly as we need to be. Happy. I like it. I like it. I think this feels solid. This is a big lump of Ironman, and yeah, I'm happy with this. So let's move on to the premium stand. Let's finish out this month. Okay, so we have fitted this panel here and this panel here. The LEDs are underneath. We've threaded those through and wired it up. We've put the two end panels on as well. I'm going to flip this over, take a look. So that's it, that's done. And it's looking lovely. Where's the, I can never find the button. There we go. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 LED panels lighting up. We've got 2 left to go. 2 more of these end caps to go on here. And then we got some stuff to go on the bottom of this. So pack 12 will put these 2 pieces on. Pack 13 puts the like rotating ring that goes on the bottom. And then the final pack will put on the bar. So we have its own bar. And then this will be done. But yeah, it's looking good. Let's have a chat. So that's it. That is the next 4 parts of Ironman complete up to 86. So what comes next? Well, next month is the last month of just bits in a box. Promise you. So 87, 88, 89 and 90 are the last time we're just making bits and we're not doing something that involves some structure. Finally. With only 14 parts left to go, we do finally start to move on because he's actually built an 11. So part 97, he's completely built. He could have been built earlier than that, but we take some weird detours. So next month, what we are building the chest. So we're making the chest plate. We're adding some detail into it. We are doing the neck joint. Then we're actually making the neck as well in 89, and then in 90 we make the abdomen. We start on the abdomen, so we do the front half of it. So that's the last time we're just building bits that don't really connect to anything, and then we're going to start connecting it. So that neck piece will attach to our chest and body that we've just made. The chest won't yet. We put that on at the end. And the abdomen won't. It's only half of it. But then the month after that, so in November, when we get 91 to 94, we will be attaching the arms to the body. We'll be attaching the head to the body. Finally, this thing's coming together. And then the month after that, which is 95 to 98, he's built. He's completely built. So we're going to make some more torsos, some more abdomens for the different poses. But then he is built. So in November in December he will be assembled. So Christmas he'll be done. That's good. That's a good thing. There is a little bit left after that. So there's 2 more issues after that, which is just, again, it's a few more abdomens for some of the poses. And if you're doing the premium stand, you need that one to finish the premium stand. So we'll have that done. But this is it. He's come to an end now. If you want to, you can keep going. There are battle damage parts that are going to be available. I'm not doing the battle damage. I've not enjoyed Iron Man anywhere near enough to warrant me doing another 20 issues of this. For battle damage, and for me, as I've touched on before, the battle damage doesn't look like battle damage to me. It just looks like someone's took a scouring pad to some of the red parts. It's not consistent enough. If he was scorched and dented and things like that, maybe, but he isn't. These parts are literally just, it's scuffed paint. That's what it is. And again, it's not enough there. If that mask had been cracked or something like that, I think maybe there'd be some appeal there to it, but it's not enough. It's not for me. So I'll be tapping out 100. A lot of people in France tapped out at 97. They didn't bother with the remaining abdomen parts. They had him built at 97. I'm done. I don't want to spend another 30 quid on this. I'm done. And I get it. If I'm building premium stunts, I've got to go. I've got to go all the way to January. So it'll be a bit of a weird one. The last one we do of these will just be, here you go. When I've got the final abs, I'll do all the poses. I will, because taking them apart, putting them together to do the poses is not easy. It's not like this is a quick, on they go. You have to unscrew and screw things to do it. So it's a bit of a ball ache, but I'll do it. I mean, I'd like to see him in all the poses, and I mean, from then I can decide which pose I want him in. I'm imagining I'm just going to be having him standing. That's pretty much going to be it. But who knows? There might be one of those might look awesome, and we'll see. Premium stands come along lovely. I mean, that thing is absolutely huge. No idea where I'm going to put it, but we'll figure that one out. And that's it for this one. There is more coming up this week, so we should have coming in the next week. We're doing a marathon session of R2-D2, so we're doing a double pack of R2-D2, which should be up this weekend, so there should be like 8 parts of R2-D2 uploaded. I have received today pack 10 of the Route Master, but I'm waiting for the last 3 figures. I've bought the figures, so I'm waiting for the last 3 because I can't seal that bus up without putting the figures in first. So they should arrive hopefully tomorrow. If not, they'll be here Monday. So I might start on the Route Master, but hopefully the early part of next week Route Master will be up. I have had notifications that Titanic has shipped, if you excuse the pun. So we'll see when Titanic, I don't know, Titanic could be here tomorrow or it could be here next Friday, I don't know, but Titanic, I'm expecting Titanic next week, so tune in for that. That's it for this month for Iron Man. In a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. Please, if you haven't yet, hit the like button and remember to subscribe so you can see Iron Man and all the other things we do all the way to the end. You can contact us at buildwiththeboys@outlook.com, and once again, a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice, and we will catch you on the next one.